It was too good to be true, wasn't it? A 4-bedroom house, an acre of land, all for less than a rent in the city.
I remember you saying it was a steal, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You brushed off my concerns about why it was so cheap.
What concerns? The realtor said the previous owner just needed to move quickly for family reasons. Simple as that.
Willow Creek welcomed them with open arms, or at least a polite nod and a wave. A town of maybe 500 people, nestled deep in the Appalachian foothills. Everyone knew everyone, and newcomers were noticed. Alex and Emma Hayes had traded concrete and sirens for fireflies and crickets.
The first week was idyllic. We spent hours unpacking, exploring the woods behind the house. It felt like a dream. Then things started to shift. Small things at first. A book moved from the table to the floor, a picture frame slightly askew.
I blamed it on settling. Old houses creak and groan. You get used to it.
But the settling didn't stop. The TV in the living room would flicker on late at night, static filling the empty space. Doors would open and close with no breeze. Emma started finding objects rearranged, her jewelry box emptied onto the bed, kitchen utensils neatly stacked in odd patterns.
It wasn't just things moving. It was intentional. Like someone, something was trying to communicate. Or maybe play a game.
I installed security cameras, motion sensors, everything. Nothing showed up. No forced entry, no animals triggering the alarms. Just nothing. It started to feel like I was losing my mind.
The townspeople offered little comfort. They'd smile and wave, but their eyes held a strange knowingness. Old Man Hemlock, who lived at the edge of the woods, seemed particularly interested in Alex and Emma's new home. He'd often be seen watching them from his porch, a silent observer.
I tried talking to him, asked about the history of the house. He just chuckled and said, "This land remembers everything."
Remembered what? That was all he'd say. He'd offer cryptic warnings about respecting the woods, about not disturbing things that were best left alone.
One evening, while Alex was at work, Emma found a hidden compartment in the attic floorboards. Inside was a collection of old journals, bound in faded leather. The handwriting was spidery and unsettling.
They belonged to the previous owner, Silas Blackwood. He wrote about rituals, about appeasing something he called the Guardian. He described sacrifices, offerings made to ensure the town's prosperity.
Sacrifices? What kind of sacrifices?
The journals detailed increasingly disturbing practices. Small animals at first, then something more personal. Blackwood wrote about a growing hunger, a need to feed the Guardian to maintain its favor. He ended his entries with frantic pleas for forgiveness and warnings about the consequences of neglect.
He stopped writing abruptly. The last entry was just a single sentence. "It's coming for me now."
I wanted to dismiss it as the ramblings of a madman, but the feeling in the house had intensified. It felt colder, heavier, like we were being watched constantly.
That night, the power went out. Alex and Emma huddled together, listening to the wind howl through the trees. Then they heard it, rhythmic tapping on the windows, growing louder with each passing moment.
It wasn't random. It was a pattern, a code. I tried to decipher it, but it made no sense. Then I realized it was spelling something out in Morse code.
What did it say?
Join us.
The next morning, the town was quiet, unusually so. No birds singing, no dogs barking, no children playing. Just an eerie silence that pressed down on Alex and Emma like a physical weight. They ventured into town to find everyone gone. Their houses were empty, their cars still in the driveways, meals left unfinished on tables.
The land provides and the land demands. Silas Blackwood learned that lesson too late. You've disturbed something ancient, something hungry.
What do you mean? What does it want from us?
It wants what it always had, a connection, an offering, a continuation of the cycle.
Alex and Emma tried to leave, but every road led them back to Willow Creek. The GPS malfunctioned. Their car inexplicably broke down. Even walking through the woods brought them full circle. They were trapped.
I started seeing things in the shadows, faces peering at me from the trees, whispers on the wind calling my name. I feel changed, like something is growing inside me. My appetite has been strange, a craving for raw meat mostly, and I've begun to dream of roots, twisting and turning beneath the soil.
Emma, what's happening to you? Your skin. It looks paler, almost translucent. You haven't slept properly in days.
It started with the dreams, Alex. Then came the hunger. Now I feel a pull towards the woods, a sense of belonging I can't explain. My hands ache, like they want to bury something. And sometimes I hear it whispering my name back when I call out in the forest.
Alex noticed subtle changes in himself too. A detachment from reality, a growing apathy towards everything outside Willow Creek. He found himself drawn to the old Blackwood journals, meticulously copying the ritualistic symbols into a notebook. His reflection seemed distant, like he was looking at someone else entirely.
I tried to call for help, but my phone wouldn't connect. The internet is down. It's like Willow Creek doesn't want us to reach out. And the townsfolk, well, when I see them now, they just stare. Empty smiles, vacant eyes. They look nourished.
The woods are calling me, Alex. They want me to help prepare for the harvest. It's not frightening anymore. It feels right. My body, it's changing too. I can feel something growing beneath my skin, like vines reaching out.
The guardian requires a vessel, you see, a conduit. Silas resisted and he suffered. To you two, you've embraced the land. You're becoming part of it.
Alex found Emma in the woods one evening, kneeling before an ancient oak tree. Her eyes were closed, her skin covered in moss and lichen. Small roots were visibly sprouting from her fingertips, intertwining with the earth. She didn't react when he touched her. She simply smiled, a serene, unsettling expression on her face.
Emma, what have they done to you? What have you done?
We are becoming one with Willow Creek, Alex. The cycle must continue, and soon you will understand.
They sat on the porch that night. The town remained quiet, yet it never truly slept. It was waiting, watching, preparing for the next offering. The cycle must continue.
Alex looked at Emma, her eyes now glowing with an unnatural light. He felt a strange calmness wash over him, a sense of acceptance he couldn't explain. His own skin began to tingle, and he noticed small buds forming on his hands. The tapping on the windows began again, this time spelling out a new message, "Welcome home." And then Alex smiled too, a hollow, vacant smile that mirrored Emma's, as he felt the roots begin to grow within him.